what sort of things have your team leaders and managers done to kind of keep their teams together and motivate them? You know, it's just interesting because obviously we're in a virtual universe at the moment. So what sort of things have they come up with?
Oh, we've had loads. We've had, one of the teams does a selfie challenge quite a lot. So they have to put selfies of themselves on the Teams portal. There's been Rate My Plate. You're putting your dinners on there, your lunches, your whatever you've cooked. They do quizzes. We're really pushing on doing the video calls. So because it's really important that people, as you say, virtual world, if you're not seeing people, you need to still see their faces. I think it makes you make more of an effort. If you know you're going to be on a video, you can't sit there in your pajamas, or you can't just lie in bed. You have to make an effort. So I've really pushed that recently, since I've noted a slight drop, I guess, in some people, how some people are phasing at home. So, you know, video calls, a lot of video calls, and just making sure that they do daily morning. The team leaders have to do morning meetings so they can tell, so they bring the teams together, so the teams know what they have to do for the rest of the day, anything they need to bring to their attention. We've had baby pictures. That was always a good one. Baby pictures and school pictures, teenage pictures, just funny things that people have sort of. We've had some classics as well. It's so funny. Some of them have just.
Can you guess the people? So when you've looked at them, can you kind of match them up, or are they quite?
Sometimes, not always. And do you know, I love it because people really put themselves out of their comfort zones, and it's great. We've done quite a lot of things like that. I think it just makes people just still talk to each other. We go into chats and just say hello, because you don't mind if people have how was your evening and what are you doing tonight, if you can do anything, just discussions really. So I think it's just been a lot of fun things like that. Different teams do different things. We're looking at lots of other ways if this continues. I've been looking at I've been talking to a local business lady. She does fitness, so I was looking at doing a half an hour. She's putting together sort of a corporate pack to do half an hour fitness stretch or something like that. So if you're sat, because some people are using ironing boards for desks, or on their laps, they haven't got the setup. So we're looking at maybe doing a fitness or stretch that people can do as well. So there's a lot of things we're trying to do to just get people still feeling part of the team.
No, and I think it's really good that you're looking after your people's well-being as well, because you're right, you haven't been able to go into every house and do a health and safety assessment of their desk and make sure they're sitting properly, and quite often people aren't. And I think what I've noticed from I've since setting up the business has always worked like this, so I've had a setup. But my husband's working at home, and he's used to having a stand-up, sit-down desk, and he wasn't allowed to bring any of that home. So he's had to put up with what I've got in the office, which he's fine with. But his company, again, there's no health and safety around what you're doing. But also it is, you're right, it's your well-being, and you're kind of like, your guys are sat connected. For most of your guys are sat connected pretty much all day. And sometimes they are going to have a rubbish call and think, I'm quite stressed about that. But it sounds like you've got loads and loads of things going on, and it sounds like they're being really creative as well. I'm really impressed. I love the kind of Rate the Plate and the baby photos and things. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, they're really, it's great. I think it helps that it helps that they've got all the systems to be able to do it. But it is funny, and I think it just makes people try to outdo each other as well on certain things, which I love. I love to see that, because you can see who the characters are, can't you?
And probably you're getting more exposure to that now than maybe you used to, because
Yes.
they are much more visible, because you can see them all in a concentrated space rather than
Yes.
having to go around sort of individually.